It's Monday night. Jaguars Bills just finished. That was a blowout, so we'll get into that later. Also, a really good game between Washington Commanders and Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals are now 0-3. Jayden Daniels looks like it's only 3 weeks, but he looks like the clear front runner for Rookie of the Year and seems to be the best quarterback
Malik
of the
Neighbors.
draft class. But I don't know how fair that is to say, seeing that Caleb Williams um, it really just isn't. Seems like he doesn't have the coaching staff around him to succeed. You see, Jayden Daniels is with an offensive minded guy, Cliff Kingsbury, who was with Caleb Williams, and I think Kingsbury was with Mahomes, right, at Texas Tech.
He was.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you got a guy who has a track record of kind of getting the most out of these already who are immensely talented. So not taking anything away from Mahomes, not taking anything away from Kyler Murray. I mean, it didn't go as planned in Arizona. I don't think that was solely because of the offensive scheme. They had a lot of things lacking in his time there with paired with Kyler Murray. But you're
Mhm.
looking at him with Jayden Daniels, it just seems like the match made in heaven. So did you guys watch the game? Um, what do you guys got to say about like the play of Jayden Daniels?
Bax, you can go first.
Yeah, I think I definitely saw things tonight. I didn't see the first couple weeks. Um, I think the difference between, you're talking about the support system and what they have in place, think Caleb Williams, I know it's kind of iffy, but what I noticed is the Commanders really try to have a rush game that helps open up the pass game for Jayden Daniels. And you look at the Bears, they have no run game like whatsoever. So I think the run game help opens up the pass, which we've been seeing that a lot the first 2 weeks. But tonight, I think you just saw, a throwing ability that you didn't see the first 2 weeks finally put in action, and he dropped dimes. I think he broke a record for the highest percentage, right, in passing in the
Yeah,
game
yeah.
for
He
like that.
finished he finished at 91% completion for the game, which is a rookie record in a game.
Exactly. So you knew he was athletic.
Your mic's off. Your mic's a little I can't hear you.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see this. I'm picking up. But anyways, yeah, like you saw the athletic ability the first 2 weeks. He made a couple good passes and whatnot. He had some rushing touchdowns. You can tell he's athletic. He can move with his feet. But I think tonight you really saw him showcase what he has, you know, throwing skill and his ceiling, what he could be for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I was just gonna build off of that. The game tonight that Jayden has was like fantastic. I mean, he converted some key fourth downs that prevented the Bengals from getting an extra drive to be able to tie it up. And then of course the last throw that he bombed over to Terry when they showed him the cover zero look and he had a guy in his face and just launched it back right pylon touchdown to ice the game was just
Nasty,
it was like
nasty.
that was one of the craziest throws I think that I've seen like by a rookie in a long time. And the only thing that I can really compare it to is Justin Herbert's rookie year when he was out there slinging it like that for the Chargers. So
Yeah.
um and on top of that, dude only missed like I think he only had like two incompletions.
Yeah, more
Uh
touchdowns and incompletions. Yeah.
so like it was just a masterclass performance. And you can tell, I mean, the guys are rallying around him. The run game was there. Eckler was showing signs of some life too, and people were writing him off. Brian Robinson, always been a good downhill back too that they have in their back pocket whenever they need those tough yards. Um, and then like the kids honestly just spewing confidence, and unfortunately for Caleb, he's facing this scrutiny of being the number one pick. And I feel like the discourse that was around his name before the season even started was that he has all these weapons. He has Keenan, he has Rome, he has DJ Moore, a top potential or debatably a top five defense. With Jalen Johnson being the cornerstone of their DBs back there. And then also having, DeAndre Swift. But like Bags mentioned, like their run game has literally been non-existent these last like 3 weeks. Um, and it's just been like impossible, I guess, for Caleb to be able to get anything going.
Yeah, it's tough to watch Jayden Daniels ball out like this, and not think about Caleb Williams. That's really what the thing that came to my mind is the support system. Like the way it looks easy for him because Bags alluded to them being able to run the ball with Brian Robinson, who can is a good runner. Eckler is a solid second running back to have. Um, and then their ability to run and then Jayden, I one thing I talked about last week, how it surprised me is his ability to run the ball. Yeah, he needs to slide more, but I didn't realize he's this fast. He looks fast at the NFL level. So that just says it all right there. But I think the thing with Caleb, I saw a stat about DeAndre Swift. He's ran in 3 weeks for one first down. That's it. And they say
Yeah.
that they're the two best friends of a rookie quarterback is a run game and the tight end. So it seems like they don't, their run game is non existent and they're not really getting Cole Kmet incorporated or Gerald Everett. They're asking Caleb to do a lot. A lot of the times, if you just randomly turn on a Chicago Bears game, you're going to see
Mhm.
Caleb Williams running around in the backfield, freaking
Yeah.
getting 40 yards of yard distance, just running
Yeah.
around trying to keep plays alive, looking like Fran Tarkenton. And you're just, that's asking a lot out of any quarterback, let alone a rookie quarterback. And then another takeaway from tonight is you see a guy kind of who in a lot of ways reminds me of Caleb Williams um, coming out of college, where it's like you knew after his freshman year he was going to be the number one pick in the draft, which is Trevor Lawrence, and
Mhm.
and he was a guy all the talent in the world, can run, can throw from every arm angle, has a great arm, big, athletic, and then but it just kind of it never looked easy, and they
Mhm.
really haven't put an offensive mastermind around Trevor Lawrence to make the game look easy. Yeah, ETN's good, but the system it kind of calls for a lot early on for Trevor to do a lot, and I feel like he built a lot of bad habits, and we're looking at him like, okay, like this might be as good as it gets for him. So I don't
Yeah.
want that to happen to Caleb, and I really think that they need to get somebody in there who can make the game easier for Caleb. Somebody either a Ben Johnson or, in my opinion, the guy who's calling plays for the Texans.